everybody, welcome to my channel. I am the Royal Nurse. Been wanting to do this channel for a very long time. It's actually been up forever now, but I've been procrastinating on the videos, and I said before 2020 kick off, I'm just gonna take off for the stars and start my first video. So without further ado, the first video, as you can see in the title, is it worth becoming an LPN? Alright, this is a question that a lot of people hit my DMs on Instagram about. Is it worth becoming an LPN? Is it worth going to school for an LPN instead of just jumping straight into the RN program? Alright, for the LPN program, I would honestly say, or just being an LPN period, I would honestly say it depends on your circumstances. It depends on what you can do in this moment of time with your life. Everyone's life is very different. You may be able to take that time off from doing so much, and having so much responsibility for 2 to 4 years and become an RN. Or if you're like me, you don't have that luxury to just, skip out on not working as much, I would say, and just go straight into the program and not having to do much. Now there are people who do work full-time jobs in the RN program, but I mean, that wasn't the route I wanted to take. So everybody's different, everybody's circumstances is different. Now I realize a lot of people don't even know what an LPN is, to be honest. I get that question a lot. What's the difference between LPN and RN? I'll make another video about that, but as far as the time is concerned, most LPN programs take about 12 months to complete versus the RN program that would take, I would say, about 18 to 24 months usually to complete. So yeah. Now I'm gonna need you guys to, follow me on this channel, get my subscriber count up, because I will try to make one video at least every week. I plan on vlogging in the future. I do plan on going into the LPN to RN bridge program come 2020. So, you can follow me as I vlog my experience going through that. If you're someone that's up and coming that wants to be a nurse, and you can just see what it's like through my eyes, and I'll try to give you the best perspective I can on how that journey is. Alright, so for job type and availability, a lot of people ask, okay, where can an LPN work? From my experience, my very first job straight after taking the NCLEX was at a nursing home, long-term care facility, I would say, / rehab. It was a decent experience. There was RNs that worked there as well. For the most part, we all did the same thing unless they were supervisors. We all had to pass meds. We all had to, suction patients via trach, or what have you. We all had to give injections, and I mean, you're just kind of on your own for the most part, whether you're an LPN or an RN. But job availability for an LPN, I would say for the most part, and maybe the highest paying as well, is inside of the nursing home. Another career that you can, jump out at as an LPN is also home health. But viewers' discretion advised with home health. Wait to get your foot wet first, man. Wait to get your foot wet first. You don't want to just jump straight into home health, because I'm doing home health now. And with home health, how it basically works is you're going inside of that patient home to continue the care that they were receiving in the hospital. So that can be IV, that could be wound care, that could be wound care like even with a wound vac. Now, if that's something that you're not comfortable with, I would say wait until you get the experience inside of the nursing home or wherever you get your experience from until you commit to going inside of there. Because once you're in home health, you don't have no supervisor with you, you don't have no backup. The only thing you can do is step outside of that patient's home and take a quick phone call, or if you really down for that, jump on YouTube. I mean, I've had to jump on YouTube for some simple things every now and then, but jump on YouTube, look up a video and say, okay, boom, Also, urgent cares. Urgent care is definitely higher LPNs. You have to basically look for them if that's what you want to get into, like working in the doctor's office and not having to do much work. And last but not least, another one I know that they get hired at, not as much now. But I know in my area there's probably 2 more hospitals that hire LPNs. So hospitals. Hospitals also hire LPNs there. It used to be a lot more way back then, but then they started saying, you know what, let's just keep the RNs, being that they're doing the same thing, I think. So yeah. Now, don't go into nursing for the pay, because if that's what you're looking for, you're not gonna find it. You're gonna get burnt out real quick. You know, you will get burnt out. Listen to me. You will get burnt out. Do not go into nursing for the pay. Put that in reverse, play it back, do what you gotta do, watch it again 3 more times. Do not go into nursing for the pay. You gotta actually like caring for people. You gotta actually love giving back to the community. You know, you can't just go in and try to Google whatever, you know, it's the highest paying thing, and then, ooh, bam, nursing. Or, you know, because your mom was a nurse and, you know, you don't know what you want to do with your life. So, oh, they make decent money. No, don't do that. If you got a passion for it, go for it. Or not even if you have a passion for it. If you just feel that you can take care of people, you can give back to people, and a lot of the times without receiving any positive feedback back from any patients, you know, go for it. And, you know, I think it's probably the best thing I could have done with my life. You know, so if you feel like you got the heart to give back out to the world, because it's a beautiful thing to do. You know, it's a lot of positivity that you're giving out. If you feel like you got it, go for it. Now, the burning question, how much do LPNs make? From my experience, I would say 18 to 20 starting. That can jump as high as 28 and 32 for certain circumstances. Now you're probably asking, how the hell you go from 18 and now you're at 32 or 28 as an LPN just to go in school for a year? Well, the answer is with home health. Home health. Certain home healths pay a lot of money for IV cases, so patients that have IVs, that's where you really make a lot of the money, or just pay for visits. You know, so my experience, you know, as an LPN, you would make $28 per visit or $32 per visit for an IV case. Now, you're probably in New York, you're probably in Cali, or you're probably in Texas, and you're like, 18 to, nah, 20, nah, I ain't doing that. But you gotta understand, the cost of living in Florida compared to Cali, compared to New York, is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Now, I know probably, I'm not too sure about Texas, but I'm assuming that it's similar cost of living, and I think the pay is much more, so maybe Texas is excluded. Maybe hit me up in the comments, let me know about that. But I mean, it's really not that bad. You know, you can live on your own. You know, you don't have to be dependent upon nobody. And I mean, really and truly, you could be making what a regular base RN makes. Now, this is if that RN does not work any overtime. But you pick up one extra shift as an LPN, and your checks are pretty much similar to what an RN starting fresh out of school would be making. Because I believe in this area also, the starting pay for the RNs is, I think, about 25, 26. If you do night shift, then that's when you jump up to your 30s, because you get that nice shift differential pay. Now, I encourage all of my LPNs, all of my potential prospect LPNs, if this is what you're going into, you know, look at the potential growth. Don't just look at it as an easy 1 year out and then you start making your little money and, you know, you're just done with it. I encourage you to go get your RN, go get your, you know, BSN, whatever that if you want to just stop at RN, okay, that's cool. A lot of people do that, but don't stop at LPN, because there's too much money out here to make. There's too much opportunities. With LPN, there is a lot of growth. Now, the very first place that you're gonna end up starting at is with the bridge program. That's usually takes, I would say, another 12 to 16, 18 months, depending on what school you go to. A lot of schools really, it's just an extra 12 months. So you do your LPN 12 months, and then you join the bridge program, LPN to RN bridge, and you do another 12 months, and then bam, you take your NCLEX, and then bam, you're an RN. And I mean, also, you can also gain the experience, the confidence, you know. So if you figure out that LPN is something for you to do, if you think that suits your current lifestyle right now, you know, by the time you go into the RN, I'm not gonna say it's a breeze. I mean, I have a lot of teachers who told me, hey, it's gonna be a breeze, but students say otherwise, you know. But it's definitely a confidence booster. You know, the experience is phenomenal experience. I'm telling you right now, it's great experience. So yeah, that sums up the video, guys. I don't want to make the video too long. If you have any questions, comments, anything that I missed on, feel free to hit me in the comments. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the links in the bio. And so all my nurses out there, all my prospective nurses out there, stay royal, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.